Hello, everyone. Minute Plus Meditation, Wednesday, July the 28th. Jesus said to the crowds, short gospel today, so I'll read the whole thing. The kingdom of heaven is like a treasure hidden in a field which someone found and hid. Then in his joy, he goes and sells all that he has and buys the field. Again, the kingdom of heaven is like a merchant in search of fine pearls. On finding one pearl of great value, he went and sold all that he had and bought it. So this is again, it's such a rich, deep gospel. Always try to make it practical though, so you can have something to kind of, work on throughout the day. So there's one thing in common between these two and one thing that's different between these two. The thing that's different is, okay, the kingdom of heaven is like a treasure which someone has found. So they weren't looking for it, they found it. All right. The kingdom of heaven is like a merchant in search of fine pearls. So this merchant is looking for it and they found it. So that's the difference in the same thing at the same time. One doesn't look for it, hidden in a field and found it. The other is intentionally searching for it and found it. Oh yeah, okay. And the second thing, they found it, they both find it. The second thing is what is similar, and that is they sold everything they had and they wanted this treasure in the field of this pearl of great price. So you see, this is where we need to kind of launch into and find applications for our life. Some people go looking for God. They're searching, they're hungry, they're intentional about it. Some people, it just happens. This is a mystery. It's a mystery. It confounds me. When people come to me for RCIA or, they come back to the faith and like, why this one and not that one? I don't know. God maybe sees some disposition in their soul that does not exist in the other person. I don't know. All I can do is be present or be available to either both, to all individuals, who maybe are looking for something. They don't know what they're looking for. Maybe some will not accept, some will accept. But the important thing with these two in the gospel that I just read, one goes searching, one happens to find it, is once they find it, they realize this is worth everything in life. This is worth everything in life. And they go and sell everything they have. Now, this isn't about the vow of poverty, giving everything away, that you own materially. That's not what this is about. This is about, we realize how important our faith is, and God takes a primary role in our life. Whether you're married, you could be married watching this, could be single, could be divorced, and hopefully you're not with somebody else, outside the church and that kind of thing. But maybe you're wanting to look into a declaration of nullity or something like that, or you're a widow, or maybe you're a priest watching this. I don't know. Whatever it is in life. Whether the vocation is set or it's not set, once we understand the value of the kingdom, this treasure you don't go looking for but you find it, the pearl you go looking for and you find it, God has to become the primary person in our life, the kingdom of heaven. God has to take the primacy of place. And it's not as if, for example, I use for married people, it's not like you love your husband or your wife less. That's ridiculous. God is not in competition with your husband or your wife. I mean, how foolish would that be? That's like God being a jealous, suitor or something. I mean, how ridiculous. How we would be bringing God down to our level that God was jealous like that? Come on. God is not in competition with the person that you love, but you love differently, not less, differently. You adore God and you love your spouse with a spousal love, or your friends with a filial love, or not, like a fraternal love, and siblings and so on. And that has practical consequences. So I'm going to Mass, or I need to pray, and then of course we need to spend time with each other. So if you're working all the time, working yourself into the grave, like stop and be with each other, intentionally be with each other. Or if you're giving all your attention to your kids, stop, give attention to each other. The kids need to know that you love each other more than you love them. All the research says this. They need to know you love each other more than you love them. More. in a different way, and their security in life comes from your love for each other, because that will naturally flow into your affection for them. It doesn't always go the other way. So this is what's really important. And every day we wake up, we need to be on guard. It's like yesterday's gospel. If you forgot it, you can go back and watch it. We need to be on guard like the sentry, because we can so easily forget this stuff. I won't say you, but for me, it's like pathetic. You know, that I can forget all the victories yesterday if I don't work at it today. It's just the way we are. Don't be discouraged by this. Every day is a new day, right? So that's why it's so important to pray. It's like you need to eat every day. We need to do our, body stuff every day. And, we need to breathe air all the time, and we need to pray every day. So remember, you have found, by the very fact that you're watching this, unless you're an atheist or something and you came across this by accident, you and I have found the treasure, or we've looked for it, and it's been granted to us. Today, make the Lord your number one, and you will love your spouse, your children, your friends, people you see in the street in the right way much better. God bless you.